Welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here to bring you another movie review recommendation right here on YouTube land. What movie am I talking? If you guys can hear from my voice, I'm a little excited, a little hyped up. I'm doing a little review on a movie called The Italian Job. Yes, it's a remake of a remake, believe it or not. This one, this is like one of the hidden gems that I must have not seen it for about 10 years. Listen to this cast, guys. It stars, well, like always, before I even get into the cast, there'll be a little bit of non-spoiler, and then I'm going to get into spoilers completely. So if you haven't seen it, too bad. You had about 17 years to do so. So anyways, the King's a little excited. Let me get to it. So, okay, The Italian Job, it's, what do you call it? It was released May 11th of 2003. Yes, 17 years ago. It's about an hour and 46 minutes long. It's directed by F. Gary Gray. Amazing director. Like, if you see this movie, you're like, yes. It stars Donald Sutherland as John. Mark Wahlberg as Charlie. He's kind of like the son that of Donald Sutherland's character. He looks up to him, basically. It's not his father, but he might as well be. Charlize Theron, yes, she's in it. And I'm telling you, younger, whatever the hell, she's beautiful. That lady hasn't aged at all. She is amazing in this film. Amazing. It doesn't matter if you put her in a shitty movie or a great movie. She's phenomenal. Jason Statham, Mr. Transporter himself. He plays Handsome Rob. Charlize plays Stella, Donald Sutherland's daughter. Seth Green is in it. He's Mr. Lyle, or Napster, he likes to be called. He's the computer tech guy who's kind of like a nerd, and he's hilarious. Like, Seth Green is Seth Green. You can't go wrong with him. Mos Def, Lefty, I think they called him, or Leftier, because he's the explosive specialist of the crew. And then you got this kind of newcomer, Franky G, who's kind of like, he's called Wrench or something. He's like the mechanic who soups up the cars that they drive in order to transport the gold, right? But with a cast like that, the action that you receive from beginning to end is phenomenal. The opening scene is basically The Italian Job, so they kind of revisit that, and then they got to do something else back in LA, Edward Norton, that's another big one I forgot. He plays Steve. He's the, let's just say, the douchebag who was on the crew, who basically backstabs them all. I'll just leave it at that. So something happens, someone gets killed, and then they end up disappearing and then coming back, and then they slowly kind of come across Charlize's character, Stella, trying to recruit her, trying to get another job going so they can get back the gold that they lost, pretty much. I don't want to get into too many details, but oh my god. And then Mark Wahlberg's character, Charlie, he's like the brains of it, So Edward Norton's guy is the douchebag who was second to him, and he didn't like the fact that Mark Wahlberg's character got all the praise and shit. So he orchestrated all this crap and whatever. And of course, Charlie's trying to get back what he's deserved, and at the same time, get revenge for what happened to a particular person on the team. I'm not going to get exactly, because that's going to ruin it for you if I tell you. But they come across Charlize's character. They need her for her amazing, unique skills in order to do so. And they hatch up a plan. Things go down. Very interesting. The flow of the movie is amazing from beginning to end. It's only like an hour and 45 minutes. It was good in all ways. You guys are not going to get bored. At the beginning, it looked kind of like it was a little dated with some of the music or whatever, or some of the special effects of the movie. But overall, amazing. It fits right in there. You can watch it, no problem. It doesn't keep you from enjoying the film at all. Like I said, if you love Charlize Theron, you like Mark Wahlberg, their chemistry is great. Jason Statham with some comedy here and there with some of the other actors. Edward Norton, serious, amazing actor. You hated him through the film, and that's what he wanted you to feel, and he accomplished it. You guys are going to love it. Donald Sutherland, the father figure. So amazing from beginning to end. If you guys like thrill rides, you like racing, you like cars, you like Mini Coopers, bank heists, this is the film for you. Okay, spoilers. Put the spoilers on there. Holy shit. From the beginning, they revisit The Italian Job. Well, that's where it starts off. They have a big heist. They basically rub some mobsters in Naples, Italy. Mark Wahlberg's character and Donald Sutherland are the two guys who kind of work together. So that's the father-son relationship. Charlize is in the States somewhere. She's cracking safes open for the cops and, basically to see how fast she can get into safes so they can improve the systems and shit. So she's by herself. She talks to Donald Sutherland's character, her father, John. And, so they kind of like been apart because of the shit that he's going on. He's trying to keep her safe and crap, right? But Charlie's very close to him. So the whole team, Jason Statham and everything, they're orchestrating this thing to get the money from the gold. They end up blowing the fucking floor of a place. The safe falls right through, and they use that technique later in the film again, in LA, near the Chinese Man's Theater, whatever the hell it's called, in Hollywood. But, so it goes down. Diversion's created with Jason Statham. He's in a boat, so everybody thinks that they dropped the gold, safe and all. They're chasing this boat, so there's like a nice, amazing boat chase scene there, which is shot beautifully. Seth Green's character is there too. He's Mr. Fix this, fix that. So you kind of get introduced to everybody in the team. Not to give you too much details and stuff. So they're doing that while they're being chased and stuff. Mark Wahlberg and Donald Sutherland are underneath the water, opening the safe. He's an old timer, takes the gold. They go off while the cops are chasing everybody else. They sneak through. They end up meeting on a bridge with Edward Norton, because Edward Norton's there too. And they get double-crossed. That scumbag gets a whole bunch of his goons. He wants the gold for himself. He ends up killing Donald Sutherland, John, Charlie's father. And meanwhile, he tries to kill the other ones. They go over the side of this bridge with this full of ice, and they escape, and he thinks they're all dead, Edward Norton's character. So a year passes later is when they all kind of meet up together. They start to hatch this plan to get back their gold and get revenge for their fallen comrade, their fallen father figure. So that's when Mark Wahlberg's character ends up going to her office, her workplace, and kind of talks her, and she's like, she didn't want nothing to do with him because of what happened, and because the last time they talked, he says basically, your father's dead. So that harsh feelings there, a little resentment. But she turns around, she decides to do so. They find the douchebag, he's in LA, different identity, Steve, I think it's his name, Edward Norton's character. So they do shit from stealing a TV cable guy's girl's van and whatever, dressing up, getting in there, infiltrating, taking pictures and all that fine shit, get some infrared of this place, get the blueprints and shit, get into dimensions of how they're gonna do so, come up with an idea. Charlize ends up going with the date so they can kind of like stand them up so they can go steal the cars, driving the Mini Coopers in there, but shit goes down, doesn't work out that way. There's some party going on near his house or something, but she had to go on the stage, and that's when basically their cover is blown. She goes to grab his thing, and of course Charlie and the crew get in, and he kind of gets revealed, and then it's all about mind games back and forth. So you basically, so you're not going to steal a guy. I got 5 guards, I got this, that, shit. So of course, what does Edward Norton's character does, knowing that, hey, they're going to come after my gold and me, ends up organizing, 3 money trucks or whatever to come in with bikes and to 2 decoy and 1 actual thing. So they finally determine as they're leaving, they're wondering, there's a little problem, there's 3 of them, but they kind of figure out, with the weight of the trucks, they kind of solve which one they have to follow and shit. So they do so. And of course, Seth Green's character is Mr. I'm going to control the traffic lights. So he does so they can kind of create traffic and kind of basically guide them to where the hell they need to be in order to blow the floor underneath them and the truck to go down. And then for Charlize's character to break in the safe, get the gold, and get the hell out. So you got cool scenes with the cars going down subways, the stairs and into the tracks and doing these stunts and shit. Phenomenal. The driving's great. Charlize is amazing in it. You buy her as whatever the hell. Mark Wahlberg, amazing. Every character had a role to play, and they did a hell of a job, in my opinion. Every character is enjoyable. Comedy when you needed to be. Action when you needed to be. Flow was amazing. Like I said, it connected very well. Whatever they had going was going well. And even the end, the Edward Norton was selling his bars because he can't go around with the gold, so he was converting gold bars into money to his pawn shop, and he ends up killing this Ukrainian guy who's apparently his cousin, some mobster in LA, and he finds a word and then basically gets his due at the end. He thinks that he has he gets, well, Wahlberg's character gets the blame originally, but then Wahlberg explains it's not me, it's this goofball. So at the end, the mystery and thing, you know, Norton's character tries to buy his way out from not getting killed and shit, but they don't work because Mark Wahlberg and the crew, they get their revenge, they get their goal, $27 million. They give the Ukrainian guy his little pay cut, and they're going to take him basically to the scrapyard and fucking kill the guy. I don't know what the hell to tell you, but sorry. Pardon my language. I know I'm swearing here and there, but excitement, very good. An hour and 45 minutes. You're not bored once. Amazing actors. Great cast. I think you guys are going to love it. If you like Gone in 60 Seconds, then you're going to love this 100%. 17 years ago this came out. It's hard to believe. It feels like it just came out 5 years ago. I think the last time I seen it was about 10 years ago, but totally enjoyed it. It's like I watched it for the first time. It's like I forgot like half the movie, to tell you the truth. I seen so many movies, so to me it kind of like was a pleasant surprise, and with the actors and how it stood up now, it aged well. You know? Action was great. There's not too many special effects except stunt driving, which you can see for yourselves. I don't want to ruin everything, but that's pretty much it. So anyways, guys, you let the king know in the comment section below. Did you guys like the Italian Job? Did you like the original with, I think Michael Caine was in it? I don't even know what year, 1970s I want to say. I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I haven't watched it, but I know of it, and I know this one's a remake of the original. But thoroughly enjoyed it. Loved. If you like Mark Wahlberg and all the actors that are in it, you're going to love this film. Let me know in the comment sections. You guys tell me, did you see it? Did you not see it? Did you forget about it like I did? Is it one of those hidden gems that you say, yeah, you know what? Top 100, easily. In my books, I think so. And that's why I'm recommending it to all you guys here on the Movie Throne. So there you go, guys. That's this movie review right here on the Movie Throne. Like, share, subscribe. Check out my other reviews. Check out my podcast that is up every Wednesday. You know, this whole COVID stuff going on. I know we're isolated, but you know what? At least these are some cool movie suggestions that you can pass your time like the king does on his couch. You know, unless you go watch Tiger King or whatever the hell on Netflix, but it's your choice. But if I had to prefer anything to recommend, check out The Italian Job starring Mark Wahlberg and Charlize Theron. So until next movie review, stay off the king's throne, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy.